Hi everyone, my name is Julia and I'm a physical therapist. I'm here today with the 12-minute core workout, so we're going to hit all sides of the core, no equipment, all you need is a mat and some space. We're going to go for 16 exercises, 45 seconds each with no breaks. If you need a break, you can always pause the video, take a quick break, and then come right back to it. So here we go, we're going to jump right in. Starting off laying on your back, we're going to start with a tabletop march. So you get in tabletop position, draw your belly button lightly towards your spine, and then keeping your knee bent at 90 degrees, tap one heel down, tap the other heel down. So you want to keep your back flat against the ground. Don't let yourself arch up as you do this exercise here. Keep steady breathing. You don't own an exercise unless you can breathe while you're doing it. So make sure you can breathe through this exercise here. This is just kind of a warm-up core exercise, getting your deep core activated. Next one is going to be a cross crunch. So you're rotating your elbow towards your knee, so you're really trying to turn your shoulders rather than bring your elbow in towards your knee. And your hands are just lightly supporting your head. You're not pulling on your neck, you're just supporting your head. And again, make sure you can breathe during this exercise. So turning on those obliques now, getting a little rotation in here. Next one is glute bridges. So drive through your heels, lift your hips off the ground. You want your hamstrings pretty relaxed. Your back muscles should be active but not super active, and you're mostly squeezing with your glutes here. That's why we call it a glute bridge. So warming up the back side of your body. And really push down with your heels. Drive the ground away from you with your heels. Keep breathing. Next one is going to be a back bow pull. So flip over onto your stomach. Lift up, pull, and out. Lift up, pull, and extend out. You can always leave your legs on the ground for this one if it's too much, or you can do how I'm doing here and hover both your feet and your hands off the ground. You can always tap down if you need to. And again, we're going straight through. You can always hit the pause button if you need a break. All right, we're going into our plank series, starting with a front plank. So you can do it on your hands and toes. You can do it on your elbows and your toes. You can do it elbows and knees. You can do it hands and knees. There's so many variations of a front plank. You choose the one that's right for you, but just hold this nice, firm body position. And breathe. Go into a side plank next. So choose a side. And again, you can do this on your elbow and toes, or you can drop down to your knees. Or if you want a real challenge, you can do it on your toes and your hand. I think my variation is going to be the elbow and the toes, or the elbow and the feet. And you can let this hand relax or bring it up. Try and make sure your shoulder is stacked right on top of your elbow, and reach your top hand away from your bottom elbow to really just expand across the chest here, and you're not letting yourself collapse down into your elbow. Go ahead and switch sides. So again, you want to stack your shoulder on top of your elbow, reach up through that top hand, make sure this hip on the bottom is lifted, and keep nice steady breathing. So we're really getting into the obliques in more of a static way here. There's anti-gravity. Our last plank variation is going to be a reverse plank, so we'll be on our backs. And so again, there's options. You can be on your feet and your hands. You can be on your elbows and your hands if you really want a challenge. I think I'm going to choose elbows and hands here. And really keep lifting your hips up. You're going to have a tendency to sink down, so really keep lifting your hips up here. So after this reverse plank, we're going to go back into a series of kind of crunch type exercises. Starting off with a regular crunch. So back down on the ground, hands just supporting your head. You don't want to pull on your head, you're just supporting it. And you're going to slide your rib cage down towards your hips. So just trying to get your shoulder blades off the ground. You're getting a nice abdominal crunch here. This is mainly working on your rectus abdominis, those six-pack abs, which are an important part of your core muscles. Keep breathing. Our next one is going to be a side oblique crunch, so roll onto one side, and then you're going to do kind of a crunch here. You can add your arm in. So this is an oblique crunch, so we're getting at those obliques. These are really important muscles for any overhead movements like throwing, swimming, anything where your arm is kind of descending down from overhead. You're really going to need your obliques. Make sure you can still breathe here. And you're kind of on the side, on the meaty part of your butt cheek. Go ahead and flip around. Maybe do it on the other side. So you can always take the hand out if you need to. But I think this makes it a little more functional. It's kind of like a side throwing motion, but closer to a throwing motion than not using arm at all. And the next exercise here is going to be swimmers. So we're going to be back on our stomach, raising the opposite arm and the opposite leg, and just kind of going back and forth there. All right, on your stomach, opposite arm, opposite leg. So first get the rhythm, then you can speed it up a little bit. And again, you can hover the whole time like I'm doing here, or you can always tap down the arm and leg if you need to. Keep going. Going back to the front plank. So on your hands and toes this time, we're going to raise one leg at a time. So as you raise one foot, really make sure your hips and shoulders stay nice and level. And if you're feeling extra fancy, this is a front plank with leg raises, but we can also do the front plank with arm and leg raises. And you'll feel that really dials up the balance challenge. If you want to stick with leg raises or do it from your knees, that's also fine. All right, side plank with a knee drive. So on your side, and you're driving your knee towards your elbow. You can always do this from your knee if you need to, or stay up on that foot. So really strong on the bottom hip and side here, keeping yourself all in one line, and you drive that knee in. This is a really good one for runners, sprinters. That knee drive is really important for going forward quickly. Switch sides here. Quick transition. And start up that knee drive on the other side. Again, you can always go down to that bottom knee if you need to, or stay all the way up on the side of your foot here. Keep it going. Make sure you're breathing. You can exhale on the knee drive. Make it like running. Last one is a plank kick through or breakdancer. So plank, replace your outside hand with your foot and kick through. Kind of like a breakdancing movement here. I don't know how to breakdance, so I don't know really, but I just call these breakdancers. And if you can, speed it up. This is the last exercise, so push it. Always coming back to a plank position. All right, the double beep means we are done. So you just did 12 minutes straight of a great core workout. So thanks for working out with me, and see you next time.